Please lie down on your back, spread your legs, and notice how your arms and legs are organized. Maybe today, right now, it's not good, but after the lesson, the relationship between these four lines, your two legs and your two arms, are going to be different. Bend your knees and put your feet standing on the floor. Fold your hands into fists and place your fists under your pelvis. Lift your pelvis, straighten your arms, and place your fist under your pelvis. Your legs are spread. Make slight swinging movements of your legs in the direction of your shoulders. Swing your legs with your knees bent. That means that you will straighten them a little as they move in the direction of your shoulders. Swing both legs in the direction of the shoulders so that they spread as they near your shoulders. Let your knees bend and your heels come down with each movement. Make a slight swing and accelerate your two legs upward as they open and go towards your shoulder. Don't lift your pelvis or make large movements. Like that. Leave that and rest a moment. Return to lying with both feet standing. And now swing only with your right leg. Lift your right leg in the air and swing it in the direction of your right shoulder. Every time, let your right knee bend and then swing it slightly in the direction of your shoulder. Bend your knee each time you go down. Let it go simply towards the floor. You don't need to touch the floor. Most of you are doing okay. Change your legs and do the same thing with the left leg. Like that. Leave it alone and rest a moment. Return to having both feet standing on the floor. Place your fists under your pelvis again. Lift your legs, keeping them spread in the air. Do the same small movements, but this time lift your head. Lift your head every time you swing your legs. If you don't let your head down, there's nothing you can lift, so you have to bring it down again. Leave your head on the floor when your knees bend, and lift it when your legs are swinging. Leave it and rest a moment. Please sit. Bring the soles of your feet so one touches the other. Face the other. Bend your head down. Interlace your fingers and hang your hands behind your head, not behind your neck. Let your elbows hang down in the front so they come closer to each other, like that. And now get taller. Do not try to do anything especially strong. Notice the intention is not to touch your head to the floor, but to bend your spine. Let your head move down to its natural resting place, and then erect your spine until an arch forms. Like that. Leave this and rest a little on your back. Lie on your back. Lift your right leg in the air and place your left foot standing on the floor. Reach with your right hand between your legs and catch hold of the arch of your right foot. Between your legs. Rotate your hand and catch with the palm of your right hand the arch of your right foot. Please do it in the simplest way, not in the most complicated way. And now with very light movement, straighten your right leg. And do the movement as if your heel is pushing towards the ceiling. Place your left hand on the floor. Push with your left heel into the floor. Your right heel pushes towards the ceiling. Now place your left hand behind your head. And at the same time, lift your head. Let the air come out of your lungs while you do that. You lean your left foot on the floor. You push your right heel towards the ceiling. Your left hand is behind your head. Leave that and rest a moment. Please do exactly the same thing to the other side. Put your right hand behind your head. Lift your head each time you push your left heel. Please rest. Please sit. Sit with your right foot standing on the floor. Lengthen your left leg. Lean on your right hand behind you. Lower your head. Turn your face to the right. Place your left hand behind your head with your fingers on your right ear. From this position, turn your head and move your left ear toward your right knee. Do that many times. Let your air come out of your lungs and slowly turn your left ear towards your right knee. The face is turned to your right. The left ear toward your right knee. Your face is turned to the right. Your nose is turned to the right the whole time. Let it go. Rest, but still sit. Rest sitting. Return to the same position exactly. Hang your left hand on your right ear as before. This time, begin moving your left elbow towards the outside of your right knee. Don't move from your ear, but from your left elbow. Your left elbow points to the outside of your right knee. That means you must find a way to turn your face even more than before. Do the movements many times until your left elbow will pass your right knee. Slowly, slowly, let your air come out of your lungs, round your back, lower your head until your left elbow can sink on the other side of your right knee. Round your back. Make an effort in the abdomen. Let your air come out of your lung and let your elbows sink on the other side of your knee. Leave it and rest a moment. Return to sitting with your right foot standing on the floor. Lean your right hand on the floor behind you. Turn your face to your right. To your right, place your left hand on your right ear as before. And do the movement a few more times. Now, simpler. Now, lean on your left hand behind you. Turn your face to your left. Hang your right arm behind your head, behind your ear, so that your hand rests behind your left ear. Sink your right elbow in the direction of your left knee. Both knees are like before. That means your right foot is standing and your left leg is long. Listen so that your right hand will turn your head more and more to the left. Like that. Sink slowly, slowly. Let the air come out of the lung. Not with any abrupt movement. Sink slowly and erect yourself slowly. Don't use momentum. Like that. Rest a moment. Lie on your back and rest a moment. Notice if you feel differently in your right side compared to your left side, especially in your pelvis and your leg. One leg feels different than the other. One hip feels different from the other. Listen to those differences. Return to sitting. Put your left leg standing on the floor. Lean on your right hand behind you. Leave your right leg low. Turn your face to the right and hang your left hand behind your head. Allow your left elbow to hang down and lower in the direction of your right knee. Sink and erect yourself. Sink and grow taller a few times. Go down slowly and let the air come out of your lungs while you sink. Do a few movements, but good ones that are not powerful. Don't try to lower down with force. You need to go lower because the muscles of your back become longer, not due to force. That means your chest in the front bends better. When that happens, you can lower yourself. If you pull, nothing happens except you get pain. Like that. Leave it alone and rest. Return to sitting with your left leg standing. Lean on your left hand behind you. Turn your face to the left. Hang on your right hand on your left ear. Begin directing your right ear towards your knee. Without force, do that a few times. Go slowly, because it is not important that it doesn't touch. Let your air come out of your lungs and bend your spine. Bend and erect your spine slowly, and you will see that your elbow will slowly touch. If it is easy, then begin pointing the elbow past your knee to the floor outside your left knee. For people for which it is difficult, don't do that. Your right elbow will go more to the left, more than the left knee. The direction needs to be to the floor outside your left knee. Leave that, lie on your back and rest a moment. Come back. Remain on your back. Place both feet standing on the floor. Lift your right leg in the air. Catch the arch of your right foot with your right hand from the inside. Push your right heel upward. Did that become easier? Now place your left hand behind your head and use it to lift your head. Lift your head when you push your heels towards the ceiling. Pay attention. Does your right leg straighten a little better than previously? I can see that for some of you it's much better. No, not do it fast. Don't push. Just let the air come out of your lungs and do it repeatedly. Change over your legs. Now your right hand is behind your head. Do the same thing, even easier and simpler. Don't just do a movement, but push your left heel towards the ceiling. Use a light push, but towards the ceiling. Please rest. With your hands. Hold with your arms between your legs as before. Make the same movement with both legs. Push both heels towards the ceiling and lift your head. Lift your head with every movement of pushing. Not strong. Lift your head with every movement of pushing. Like that. Leave this and rest a moment. Like that. Return to having both feet standing on the floor. Make fists with your hands. Lift your pelvis into the air. Put both fists under it as before. Lift your bent legs into the air and begin making the same swinging movement as before. Sense if it became a little easier. Swing your legs in the direction of your shoulders. Bend them down when you return, and lightly swing them again. And now, sit. Use your hands to help you swing your legs backwards in the direction of your shoulders. And when the pelvis is in the air, support it with both hands. Swing both legs into the air and support your pelvis when it passes the middle. Swing yourself so that you could support the pelvis with your hands. Put your elbows closer to one another so it's easier to stand on them, so that they are more perpendicular. When the elbows are closer, it's much easier to stand. And now, with your legs spread and knees straight, gently lower your legs closer to the floor and lift them again. Let your legs lower in the direction of your head and lift them back. Lift both legs while your knees are straight and your legs are spread apart. There's no need to go to the floor. Only move so that your toes are a little closer to the floor, and then straighten your body, erect it again. Like that. Leave it alone. Lower down on the floor and lie restfully a moment. One more time. Sit and do the same type of swinging again. Raise your legs up and support your pelvis with your hands. And now, both legs together at your knees and your feet. Lower both legs toward the floor above your head and return. Go down and come up again. Go down and up while your legs are completely straight in your knees. Make sure your legs are joined completely. It is not important how much you move. Make a tiny movement, so you go up a little and down a little. Listen to the folding and the erection. Lower your legs in order to return, so you can come back up. Like that. Leave it. Lie restfully for a moment. Feel how you're lying differently than before. Do you remember in the beginning we checked your leg and arms? Do you feel any difference from before? Roll on your side and come onto your feet. Notice how your standing is different than before the lesson.